like to talk about your coming out experience.
Yeah.
How was it for you? Was it terrifying?
Oh, my God. Yeah. It was really oh my gosh. Yeah, it was very terrifying. I think part of it was shaped by the fact that I'm an only child. And so, and other people have told me this. They've said, like, oh, I'm gay, but I have siblings. So, like, my siblings can, my parents have my siblings to focus on or whatever, to not disappoint them. But I think it was really scary because for most of my life, always tried to be like the perfect son, the perfect kid. I got good grades. I went to college. I went to graduate school. Landed this job as a professor, and I felt like, in a lot of ways, like I was doing what my parents had asked me to. The only part that I couldn't really do is the part where they were like, "Oh, we hope you marry a nice girl and have kids," and that was the part that I always felt a little bit like I couldn't fulfill that obligation. Uh, I was about 22 years old, 23 years old when I think I came out to my mom. Um, I don't think she'll ever listen to this, so let me just tell you the whole truth. But yeah, we were at a I think some family event in New Jersey, and it's a really funny story. Um, I guess she had like saw a bottle of pills in my bag. So at the time in my early 20s, I was a smoker. I smoked cigarettes and I was trying to quit smoking cigarettes. And one thing you do if you go to the doctor and you tell them you want to quit smoking, they give you Wellbutrin, which is an antidepressant. So it actually serves the purpose of helping people quit smoking. Well, my mom's a nurse, as I mentioned, and so she saw this bottle of Wellbutrin in my backpack, and she said, "Why do you have this? And are you depressed?" Because she saw it from the nursing point of view of the, like, these are for depression. And I said, "No, I'm not depressed, but I used to smoke, and so I have them because I don't want to quit smoking." And my mom was like, "You smoke?" And so it was just very like, oh crap, um, whatever. I was just like telling her disappointing things left and right. And then after the conversation was about to end, she said, "If there's anything you want to talk to me about, please, you can always talk to your mom." And in my mind, I thought, oh my gosh, she's giving me the opening to tell her that I'm gay. So I told her, like, "Mom, I don't really, not really into girls. I don't think that's for me." And let's just say that that's not what she anticipated I would have said. So I kind of came out to her by accident. And then I think when it came out to my dad years later, I had a relationship with a man that I was really in love with, and I had broken up with him. And I just felt I hit this point where I felt like these really important things were happening in my life. Like I had a full on relationship, I was in love with someone, and I felt like I broke up with someone, and I felt like those are things that you should be able to share with your family. And I had a lot of my cousins that knew that I was gay, but not my parents. And so after I felt like there was this distance between me and my dad that couldn't be overcome because I was keeping up the secret, I just ended up telling him. And I don't think either of my parents were like, they didn't kick me out of the house or anything, and they were never like violent. Like I know a lot of people experience really violent reactions from their parents sometimes, which is really sad. But I know that they were not. I think they were disappointed because I think that a lot of their dreams that they had for me involved me getting married and having kids. And I think they're kids people too, so I think they really wanted grandkids, at least in the traditional way. Yeah, and it's just like I'm the only kid, so I think that that's also another factor that played into it. Is like they had other nephews and nieces who were openly gay and they're fine with them, but I think it's really different when it was their kid. So to be honest, it took a couple of years for them to come around. But nowadays, like, they're super cool. Like when my mom and dad need something, they'll call my partner Joe. They won't even call me because they think that he's more helpful than I am. But yeah, so that was, oh my gosh, that was like 20 years ago or something when I came out to them.
Wow.
And now, yeah, yeah, I think 20 years I came out to them. I think the first maybe like 5 or 6 years, it was a little bit funky, maybe even 8 years, I don't know. But like after that, it's, they've been super supportive. And I I love that my parents love my partner as much as they love me. So